Hello everybody, 256Pi here, again! Today, I'm making my second Q&A. I decided I needed to do this since I screwed up the last one, because YouTube decided to delete a bunch of the questions, so, here I am again. Also, sorry I'm not outside this time, but, the weather outside is like this right now. So, yeah. Right then. Let's answer some questions. Okay, first question's from Ron Mad. He asked, ever tried or thought about making music? Well, yes, in fact. I've actually been doing that longer than I've been making videos. Granted, most of my songs are kind of terrible, but if you're curious, you can check out my 256Pi music channel. I have a couple of my favorite songs that I made are there, including a couple that I used in my YTPs. So, yeah. What's your favorite subject at school or college? Well, I have this class called Music Appreciation. I'm taking it mostly to bring up my GPA a little, so it's a shame that my professor knows little to nothing about electronic music, but, I'm familiarizing myself with all the other genres, so, that's probably my favorite class, though, yeah. Am I a sexy beast? Yes, you are. Now, I don't want any David Guetta song stuck in my head, so I'll be moving on now. Root-16 asked, what kind of music have you been listening to recently? A lot of stuff, as usual. A couple of bands I'm getting into right now include Amon Tobin, The Black Dog, The Cinematic Orchestra, catching up on Tangerine Dream, and some others. Any underrated poopers you'd like to recommend? Sure, a couple. R109. He's kind of a newcomer who makes videos similar to mine. And I think he deserves a lot more subs. He only has like 200 or something right now. Yeah, go check him out. And Zero Tyrant. He also only has like a little over 200 subs. His videos are also really good. Like, he recently made this awesome YTP called Michael Rosen versus the Evil Horde. This is this big crossover between Michael Rosen, He-Man, the Masters of the Universe, and some Gundam type Super Robots anime series. I'm not sure what it's called. I think Dagwon? I forget. But yeah, it was really awesome. You should go check it out. I'll put the link in the description. Now, I'd recommend more, but I'd probably be stuck on this question all day. So yeah, you can go check out my feature channel sections for more, I guess. Adams TTS asked the question, what was the first Rosen poop you've ever seen? Well, I think the first time I saw Michael was in this Thomas the Tank Engine poop by Pete Porridge. Can't remember which one exactly that was. But never mind. The first time I saw like a full Rosen poop was I think it was Michael is released from school prison by Metamatics. I believe I already mentioned in my previous Q&A how influential she was in my YTP making, so, Who or what inspired you to become a pooper? I've already answered this in my first Q&A, but it was mostly old CDI poops from people like SSBM Expert, Quibi Gibby, Misar Studios, and of course Metamatics. Favorite TV show? Okay, I'm gonna be totally honest. I don't really watch TV much at all. But I guess if I had to pick one show, I guess probably The Simpsons. Like the stuff up to season 10. None of that new crap. Yeah. Anyway, Faith in the Rebellious asked the question, how do I keel over and die? Oh, it's simple. You stop breathing. Hack asked, why are all the Rosen poopers doing a Q&A? Well, why shouldn't we? Michael Rosen asked, what would you tell me if you met me? Maybe something like, hey, aren't you that guy who impersonates English poets? Daft But Not Punk asked, how did you come up with the Rosen Family Chronicles? Ew. Well, I'll admit I wasn't originally intending for my Rosen poops to all follow a continuous storyline. It just kind of happened. Like, in the beginning, I was planning on just making Rosen poops kind of like a once-in-a-while thing, and then maybe just sticking to a chicken pika kind of style. But eventually, people asked me to make a sequel to Michael Rosen vs. the Lollipop Lady, and I decided, okay, sure, why not? So I enlisted the help of this promising-looking newcomer. What was their name again? I think it was something like Root Negative 16? All the rest, as they say, is history. Yampio asked, what's your favorite anime and music genre? Well, my favorite anime right now is Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, sorry, Roots, Tyler's been dethroned. Now, I'm also watching this one called Kara no Kyokai. That one's looking pretty good too. So yeah, that might outdo it too. And my favorite genre of music is obviously electronic. I like pretty much anything electronic music. Unless it's David Guetta, because he never puts any effort into anything, so yeah. Is tomorrow's word something a bit sexy? AKA thinking of making another Mark Sabine YTP anytime soon? I think I might have maybe one more Sabine exclusive YTP in me, but I don't have any immediate plans to make one, so it might be a while. Sorry. Klutaku asked the question, I've seen you're a bit of a Phoenix Wright fan. Absolutely, more than a bit, I might add. So are you into any other mystery, death, puzzle games of the like, such as Danganronpa, Ghost Trick, 999, or Professor Layton? Actually, yes. I've played through Ghost Trick. I've played 4 of the Layton games. That is Curious Village, Diabolical Box, Unknown Future, and Last Spectre. And I started 999, but have not yet finished it. However, I've not played Danganronpa, so yeah, whatever. Also, are there any retired YTPers you'd like to see come back? How about MechaWeezy91? We haven't heard from her in over a year now. Wouldn't it be great to see from her again? Dreams. Seth asked, what's a question? Not this. Damonator1234 asked the question, what is the best YTP that you've ever made, in your own opinion? Shouldn't that be obvious? What word would describe you the best, and why? I don't know. How about indecisive, since I can't think up a good answer to this question, sorry. If you were in a zombie apocalypse, which 3 other YTPers would you survive with, and why? If I were in a zombie apocalypse, I would not survive. End of story. How long does it take you to make a YTP? Depends. Sometimes I can get one done in just a day. Sometimes it takes me several weeks. Sometimes it takes me 8 freaking months. But, it all depends on how long the YTP is or whatever. Tommy Typhlosion asked the question, how long on average would you say you spend on making poops, more specifically the chroma keying and keyframing? Well, actually, chroma keying takes me like 2 seconds, because I have these specific settings saved for Michael's videos. One for the white, 2 for the gray, and 1 for the black. I'm planning on maybe making some kind of animation tutorial soon where I give away what exactly those settings are. I haven't had a lot of time lately to do that, so something to expect in the future. John Papel asked the question, generally how long does it take to make one of your elaborate YTPs in terms of the collective hours actually spent working on it?
Again!
I'm gonna say about 24 hours total on average for a 5-minute video. Usually doesn't feel that long though, so Sean Keo 1991 asked the question, give me your address there? Alright, it's right here. Has your experience in YTP helped you in college? Not really, no. It helped that one time in high school where I sent to YTP in for a school project, but I haven't gotten any more opportunities since then. Do you think we should retire Michael Rosen as a source or give him a break? Nah. I still see plenty of people making great stuff out of him. And I still have a lot of fun working with his stuff, so I know I won't be anytime soon. Though anyone else is free to if they so choose. Would you make me a sandwich?
No!
Would you rather meet Michael Rosen or your favorite band? I'd rather meet my favorite band, that is Orbital. I don't think I'd really like to meet either, because I think it'd be kind of awkward to talk to Michael about YTP. And I'd probably be too starstruck by Orbital to really say anything, but if I had to pick, I'd go with Orbital all the way. I don't think I ever made it clear to you guys just how much I freaking love these guys, but you know, I have almost all their CDs. Here, let me show you for a second. Prized possessions right here, people. Anyway, Jason Blue asked the question, how many root -16s does it take to screw in a windmill? 7 3/4. You get it?
Again!
Do you ever plan on making videos that stray a bit from your usual style? I don't currently have any plans to, but yeah, sure, I guess I could totally do that. Have you ever played the game Gunpoint?
Nope.
Serial K86 asked the question, top favorite Nintendo game series? Super Mario Bros, of course. And favorite Mario spin-off game series? I'm gonna go with the Wario Land series. Not entirely sure if that counts, but you know, it kind of spawned off the Game Boy games. So, you know, I'm counting it anyway. The series is just so awesome. Like, maybe not really the first one, but I really like number 2, I really like number 3, I really like number 4, and Wario Land Shake It is probably one of my all-time favorite Wii games, so yeah, you know. Cupcakes or muffins? Cupcakes. Next question. Cheese Pie with Chips asked the question, who is the Queen of Holland? Ooh, a fat banana. What's your favorite YTP that you've made? I already answered that, but I'll tell you my favorite non-Rosen poop of mine, and that's King and Friends Randomness number 9. I really put a lot of work into that. Kinda wish more people would watch it. I'm really proud of how it turned out. Favorite food? I think it's either salami or cheese. McCrewdude. No, MCrewdude. Excuse me. MCrewdude asked the question, what movie making software do you use? I currently use Sony Vegas Pro 12. Is it expensive? Yes it is. Why does Brian's mouth glow? I already explained this in my YTP Brian stories, but like he likes chewing on this weird blue gum that makes his mouth glow. Rachel Moon asked the question, your favorite Rosen pooper or favorite pooper in general? I don't think I could ever pick just one. But here's a couple I would consider. CRN asked the question, do you consume plums? And also the Plum Foogle asked, do you actually like plums? The answer to both is no, I don't. Actually can't stand them. Oh, slimy. Smash Bros 2009 asked the question, do you prefer snance or sus, or are they both horrible jokes? They're both horrible. How many Ace Attorney games have you played, and which one is your personal fave? I've played all of them, including both investigations games and the Latent Crossover. My personal favorite, I think, is the newest one, Dual Destinies. That one was awesome. Which recent YouTube poopers' works have you been enjoying? Well, if you mean recent works. As of this recording, the last new YTP that I watched was Mad Moth's Duel of Rosen Part 2. Oh, that was pretty funny. Rosen with a Yugi hair kept cracking me up. Yeah. Are you planning on reenacting more Rosenpoops in the future? Well, I guess if people really want me to see me do more of that, I guess I could do some more, but it wasn't really on my things to do list. Sam Brooks asked the question, please can you do another performance video of Michael Rosen? It will leave me smiling all over my big face. And see, I didn't think people liked him that much, so I guess I could do that, sure. Nicholas Hurst asked the question, are you God?
No!
Sean Penn asked the question, have you played any visual novels for inspiration, and if you did, can you recommend any? I have not. Though, I guess 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors counts. I guess I'd recommend that. Never really use it for inspiration, though. And I still haven't finished it yet, but you know, what I've played of it is pretty good, so yeah. Yabakgi Bumpty. I really hope I pronounced that correctly. Yabakgi Bumpty asked the question, have you ever considered converting to Islam?
No.
Funniest YTP you've ever seen? Funniest, huh? I can't really say for sure. Man, there are a couple of people who are exceptionally good at making me laugh, but I don't think I could pinpoint a single funniest YTP I've ever seen, sorry. Bomber680 asked the question, who melted Alfred's chocolate Swiss rolls? Not me.
You lie!
Sam Lulwang asked the question, do you think windmills are a sufficient source of windmills?
No!
Attic Games asked the question, could you tell me what you think of my videos? Not in this Q&A, my friend. Is it sometimes hard for you to make YTP videos because you're laughing so hard? Can't say I've ever had that problem. No, not really. What inspired you to make YouTube poops? I already answered that question in my first Q&A, so you go check that out. There. How do you feel you've grown as a channel? Oh, gee, well, I do think I've come a long way since starting 256Pi alternate channel. Started out making crappy CDI YTPs, and now I make, non-crappy CDI YTPs? Mercatron Studios asked the question, where have all the raisins gone? I didn't know. Plum Rosen asked the question, how did you learn to animate? Mostly through trial and error. What do you think Michael Rosen will look like after watching your YTPs? Probably something like this. Am I going crazy? Or did someone just create a female character out of me? Donkey asked the question, if you could meet any pooper in person, who would it be? Tough question. I think I'd go with, the Plums Joker. I once had a one-on-one Skype chat. Oh, kind of one-on-one. Kelly56 was there too. But he was really fun to talk to, and he's kind of one of my closest friends in the community, so yeah, there's that too. It'd be great to meet him in person. Shame it probably won't happen. If life gave you lemons, what would you with them?
Lemonade.
Excuse me for that. Do you have any questions?
No.
Speed Hunter X asked the question, how did you make that chocolate cake thingy? Well, you make a cake, you make a chocolate, and it becomes a thingy. Frank Dressel asked the question, have you ever licked someone's armpit? No, I don't plan to. Toolishness asked the question, when is the potato Fugel coming back? Not sure. Might include him in my next Rosenpoop, though. What are the hardest and or most time-consuming parts of video editing for you? Most time-consuming, that would be the sentence mixing. Finding all the right clips, takes a lot longer than you'd think. The hardest part, though, is probably masking. Like, if you don't already know what that is, I don't really feel like explaining it to you, but it is not fun. Why do you believe Rosen poops are still kicking around when so many other trends have bitten the dust? Well, Michael is kind of an incredibly versatile source. You can make him say pretty much anything, and he's standing in front of a relatively plain-looking background, so that makes him easy to chroma key as well. You can do pretty much anything with the guy. Lucas Montgomery asked the question, how did you develop the older Rosen character? He just kind of started from this dumb stutter loop joke that I made, like, in one of my old YTPs. And he just kind of grew out of that. Like, then eventually he became, like, Michael's cousin and all that stuff. Yeah. My favorite poop of him is Michael's Dead Book of Solomon Jizz still. That's when he really became a character. I really don't have much else to say about him, though. Zian, I pronounced it correctly this time, Zian asked the question, how do you manage to get your ideas? Personally, I find it takes me months to get any, and if I stop a video and leave it until I get more ideas, I either scrap it, forget about it, or just get less ideas over time instead. So yeah, what is it that gives you your YTP ideas, and how do you go about thinking them up? I don't know what to say. Having a big cast of characters to work with and making stories out of them helps, but I don't know. Ideas just usually come out from nowhere. Exception Potato Vogel. My cousin helped me think that up, but yeah, I can't really explain where my ideas come from. They just come to me, stew in my head in a little while, and I finally carry them out. That's pretty much all there is to it. Wildcat Girl Meow asked the question, will we ever see Lollipop Lady again? There will not be a Lollipop Lady round 4. However, I don't think I'm done with that character yet. Not sure what I'll be doing with her next, but we'll find out in time. Zanray30 asked the question, when will Haribo become a major character in your storyline? He kinda already is. As for when I'll be using him next, also not entirely sure, but he will most certainly be making... he will most certainly continue to make regular appearances in my YTPs, so no need to worry about that. Alter Testo asked the question, please, you and other poopers might think of re-establishing a community, perhaps on Facebook for YouTube poop. You could use a new protagonist, perhaps unusual about poop for your YTP. What? I will say this. I am not a Facebook user, as I've probably made my opinion clear in the past. We're all on Twitter, so we're not going to be making... We already have a community there. I don't even know what the new protagonist thing is, so I'm sorry. I can't really answer that. ALW95 asked the question, what's your favorite YTP video? I'm gonna go with the Plums Joker's Tomato 3. That is unbelievably great YTP. I even referenced it a couple of times in Lollipop Lady Round 3. At least I did once. Yeah, well, I thought it was just a freaking amazing YTP. I could not say enough good things about it. What's your favorite YTP source other than Michael Rosen? CDI. I still find CDI funny. I don't plan on stopping making CDI videos. Plums or chocolate cake? Take a guess.
Chocolate, 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 chocolate.
Will we ever see a third edition of the Rosen Venture? Well, I will not be uploading that. It's Random Access supposed to do that section. He said he's been busy lately. I assume it'll be up soon, but I'm not the one to ask about that. The Razor Shark Fins asked the question, who is the queen of the Hollywood? Fat Banana. Stomper Yoshi asked the question, how did the top of the toothpaste get in my shaving soap? Well, toothpaste was right next to the jar of shaving soap, So, you know, maybe it unscrewed itself and dived in by itself? Fogloom asked the question, how old were you when you got a PC? I got my first PC in 2006. So, I think that would make me 11 years old. That PC barely works, but I do still have it right there. Behold it in all its terrible glory. That's the one that I used Premiere Pro on all those years ago. So yeah, it's kind of a crap one. Raxorus asked the question, do you ever script out your YTPs and plan the story as it goes? Yeah, that is what I usually do. How much I follow a script depends on the YTP. For instance, King and Friends Randomness are technically all scripted, however, since I wrote them back in like 2011, I almost never follow them to the letter. Like, King and Friends Randomness 9, I only kept the Beatles part and the Chemical Brothers part. And meanwhile, Augmented Reality Raj, Last Stand of Augmented Reality Raj, I followed that script to the letter. And I also went through like 5 different scripts of Lollipop Lady Round 3. So, you know, yeah, I use scripts a lot. Spizzy asked the question, how many pineapples do you eat a day? 0. Jacob Druzd asked the question, what's the source you'd like to see pooped more? I don't know. I do wish people would take CDI more seriously like I do, but... No, Grand Illusions. Yeah, I haven't seen a Grand Illusions... I haven't seen a bad Grand Illusions poop. It's starting to get a little popular amongst the community. I might poop it myself sometime soon, not sure when, but yeah, it'd be cool to see more of that. Galen Bulger asked the question, I don't have a question. Can you help me?
No.
Nanbopally asked the question, do you play MMORPGs? If yes, your favorite? No, I do not. Mad Plum Stuff asked the question, how many terrible poopers do you see every day? Don't include me. Well, I don't actually go out looking for them, so I don't actually see that much. I know they're there, though. Babcheck asked the question, which artist would you prefer to listen to, Big Chocolate or Crisley? Oh boy. You know, I looked up both of these guys in preparation of this Q&A, and they are terrible. Yeah, no offense if you like them, but I would prefer not to listen to either if possible. But I guess if I had to pick one, Big Chocolate has more stuff, so more stuff to have an opinion on, I suppose. But I prefer to avoid them if possible. Thanks for the warning. Okay, getting to the end here. Dr. Hotel Mario asks the question, would you ever consider being part of a pooper meetup in America? That would be awesome. It'd have to be in Chicago because, you know, I can't really get that far from my house. I'm kind of broke. But it would be really awesome if I could meet any one of you guys in person. Do you get your kicks on Route 66?
No!
What's the most negative aspect of the Rosen community? The community drama, of course. Why do you guys gotta keep arguing? That's no fun when you guys do that. Where do you see YTP 16 years from now? Holy crap, 16 years. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty confident that by then I'll have probably stopped making YTPs altogether. My Rosen plotline's eventually gonna have to come to an end, and you know, YTP hasn't even been around for 16 years, so you know. I'm hoping maybe by that time I'll have started like a review show where I talk about electronic music. That'd be cool. But you know, 16 years is a long time, so yeah. Vor Cannibal asked the question, hey kid, wanna... No. No.
No!
Wally 1994 asked the question, if all of the previous statements are true, how come you're here to tell the tale? magic! And that is all my questions. Hope you enjoyed watching this. I sure enjoyed answering all your questions. So, that's all for today. See you next time. This has been 256Pi.